If you can just start with your introduction, that'll be awesome.
Hi, my name is Sriram. I've been in the IT industry for almost 20 years now. I head the enterprise architecture and cloud architecture in a fintech called iXeed. And I have been using JFrog platform for almost like 2 years. And then I came across this invite and I thought I will go check out.
Awesome, great. So my question to you is, how are you kind of, looking at the practices around security measures for cloud? So what are the typical best practices that can be followed for cloud security?
See, with respect to cloud, it has been a learning experience, not only now, for everyone, right? Because cloud is something that earlier, I see as a company, what we do is largely work with banks. So from that point of view, cloud and banks did not mix together till about COVID, right? Because with respect to banks, with respect to auditors in a bank, they always felt comfortable looking at things physically, right? So there has to be a security, there has to be a compound wall, for example, a wired gate, and then there has to be, let's say, a Faraday cell, and then there has to be a set of things that has to be there. And physically, maybe twice a year or once a year, they go do a physical audit, right? But now, with respect to cloud, the practices and principles what we follow for who has done an on-premise security is pretty much same, but only thing is we have to be wary, right? That since it is not physically, you can't put physical controls. Only thing is all we have to do is ensure that there are sufficient logical controls, right? And these logical controls, there has to be a tiered approach, right? So there has to be a strong perimeter, and then followed up by various layers, right? So you have to ensure that each and every layer you are allowing or disallowing based on what the previous tier allowed you, right? So from that point of view, the most important aspect I would say is build a tiered security layer, and then also what is most important is don't. We will have to actually do a periodic tests, right? So we will have to actually get periodic tests done, and then so that's when we will really know. Because earlier, like what I said, if you have everything physical, we know there is a CCTV camera, there is a security, there are set of things, there is a biometric, and only if these things are done. So for somebody to do all this is going to be difficult. But now in cloud world, you can't assume, right? So more and more using automation, more and more we try to cordon the security as well as do repeat assessments of securities, and there will be either vulnerabilities that are newly announced, zero-day vulnerabilities, or there may be vulnerabilities on the cloud platform itself. One has to be abreast on all these and have to react immediately. Right, so from that point of view, a large portion of it has to be automated. Right, more and more we automate, the human mind can be free to do other things. Else, ask human to do it is going to be tough.
My next question is, how have you seen DevOps growing in the last years, and how do you think it suddenly has become so famous?
See, DevOps solves a fantastic problem, right? So if you look at it purely from a business guy's problem, see, ultimately technology is about solving business problems, right? And the business problems earlier, when you want to build something new, or you want to offer, let's say, a bank, or let's say somebody is doing something X, and he wants to do Y now, the plan to do Y was in years, right? So, which means that by the time we could come to Y, a lot of things could change, right? And this could create a lot of problems on the business, right? So, let's say I want to offer a new type of credit card, right? Or let's say a new type of forex card, and I want to do tomorrow, right? That's what is a banker's dream. So what we do in terms of software development is we look at the specs and then we try to build something. By the time we come out with something what he wanted is a year, right? So what DevOps is doing is beautifully is trying to solve the acceleration problem, right? So we are able to deliver things faster as business wants, right? So because this is not coming from technology, right? This is solving a business problem, and from that point of view, as and when the businesses realize, right, I need to do small things, and I need to ensure that the small things are done faster, right? And I have to ensure that I don't fail. It doesn't mean that small things I fail often. If I fail, I recover back faster, right? So the entire ideation started in Google, and now every industry is following this model called as Dora metrics, right? And this Dora metrics is all about this, right? How frequently are you building, right? How frequently are you releasing in a day? Earlier, like it used to be 6 months, 1 year. Now the question is, likes of Google, Facebook, Amazon is doing is how many bills a day, right? Of this, how many are errors? If there is an error, how long does it take for you to recover, right? These metrics are published, right? So this is what if Facebook, Google, Amazon was doing earlier because of cloud, we could argue that, hey, look, they had so much of technology, they had so much of compute power, we can't do that. Now that doesn't stand, right? So now all that is available for normal, any other tech company to do. So what Google, Facebook, Amazon can do, any other tech company can do. And at the end, it helps the business to push things faster, keep more, whatever business goals, needs they have, they are able to satisfy faster. So from that point of view, for sure, DevOps is not about technology. And DevOps is about solving a business problem and solving it in a nice and controlled way.
Awesome. Wonderful insights. Thank you so much. One last question. How was your experience with the event?
Today's event was like what Kavita was saying. This is the first event that we are having after almost like 2 years. Thank you for CIO News and JFrog for doing this event. And certainly, we met a lot of people, a lot of minds to exchange ideas. And CIO News is something that I was not aware of it before. And this is something that, like what I talked to you one-on-one about, this is an area for sure there is a lot of interest. And I am sure this is going to be very successful. And all the very best to CIO News.
Thank you so much. Thank you for
Thank you.
coming in. Thank you.